For today's cup of coffee with Scream.
Cup of coffee.
I don't.
Cup of coffee.
The picture that we're using today, that's a Grok creation. I don't know this man.
You don't know the man.
The thing is, that man does not actually exist anywhere.
No.
They did do an upgrade on Grok.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was trying to see if I had, let me see if I can find the prompt that I had used. I don't know if it'll allow me to do that or not. No, I can't find it. It's gone. But it was basically, I asked Grok to create a picture for me with a 404 message on tech devices and to include, an individual. I got 4 pictures of Asian men, which is perfectly fine, but I'm like, I don't know these people.
Yeah. It's like, who are you?
Yeah.
Who are you based off of?
But you had used Grok earlier today, and the upgrade has...
Damn, it gave me a Blythe doll that looked real.
I mean, trying to find any kind of abnormality to let you know that it is AI is getting harder and harder.
Yeah.
Which is scary.
Mm-hmm. Now, there were still little things in that if you were really paying attention, but for the most part, people scroll by that, they're going to be like, oh yeah, that's a really pretty photo. And then that's it.
Yeah.
It's freaky.
It is freaky. It is way freaky. And this is it. This is welcome to the future. Because this is not going away unless we do have some kind of solar storm Carrington event thing. Which could happen.
Possibly, maybe.
Stefan Burns. I appreciate that young man more and more each day. And he had, he's on it. I mean, anytime that there are solar events, he is pretty quick to put out a video.
Yeah.
Because he lets people know, and that having a Geomagnetic storm. And he was way excited because he's a nerd. He's a wonderful, wonderful nerd, and God bless him.
You nerd.
But as far as some of everything is vibration and frequency, and he explains this stuff, which is extremely technical, and he puts it in a way that most people can understand. Not everybody does that.
No. People want to do like these generalities and stuff, all that, and euphemisms, and it's, dude, the vagueness.
That or they want to be so technical that it excludes the normies.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, is he making the videos, not Stefan, some of these other people, are they making the videos for just average people or just for their tech nerd buddies?
It does make you question.
Yeah. And if they want to talk amongst themselves, they could go on Discord or something like that. But it makes other people feel stupid.
It does.
And you do have people that do try to learn. And Stefan, actually, I think he's got some classes and stuff that you can get. He's easy to understand. And when he's talking about the Schumann resonances and different things, and he tells people, it's like, look, go back in his library where he's already explained these things. He can't take the time to explain it to everybody, every video.
Mm-hmm. All at once, everywhere.
Yeah. And it's weird because that's what people are wanting. They're wanting their specific needs met immediately.
Yeah.
And it's like, he made this video, and I will put a link to it, because who knows what's going to happen between now and time this uploads. We're recording on New Year's Day, 1/1/2025.
Yep,
God, that's freaky in and of itself. There's something that's like, whoa.
Well, no, yeah.
But he had streamed 7 hours ago, when we, like I said, it's 9:07 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, if you want to get that specific with it. He streamed 7 hours prior, and it's already got 109,000 views.
Oh, wow.
And for it to be science reaching that big of an audience, that in itself is incredible.
Mm-hmm. It really is. I don't got the brain capacity right now.
But what is wonderful about that community is that people share different things that's going on, and it's welcomed there. Other places it is not.
No.
And, people talking about sleep disruptions, feeling just totally wiped out and drained. Somebody had put, time appears to be accelerating the intervals. I thought that was interesting.
Yeah.
Because it gives you validation to your own experience a lot of times.
It does. It does.
Just a lot of positive comments. Every now he collects trolls every now and then, and people want to go on there and show their asses.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, some people are just trolls. Like, that's what makes them laugh. So it's like,
when somebody is doing their best and you got somebody
comments.
riding their ass, it's like, no. It's like, go someplace, sit down, shut up. What are they contributing?
right. That's the main question always. It's like, what would you do better?
Right.
What would you do better?
It's like, where's your channel?
Right.
How many people are you reaching? Where's your degree in this?
Right.
Where's your expertise? And most of them, and then they get pissed if you challenge them like that.
They do get pissed.
Because I am that person. I am that person. But as far
You're
as
that person to piss people off.
Oh, yeah. That's part of my purpose here. I'm to be a thorn in people's sides, and I take my job seriously. Ears ringing, that's been common. Really fucked up dreams. Really, I
haven't had the dreams, but
I have had. God.
Well, no, a few days ago, like I think it was about a week ago at this point, maybe. Yeah, I had a fucked up dream. That was not cool.
Yeah.
Not cool at all.
The interesting things about our dreams, like I said, for years, I didn't realize that some people do not dream in color. I just couldn't conceive of that. I had never thought about it. But apparently that's a thing. I think that's kind of sad, but
Yeah.
But when you have these dreams that are so detailed that you could draw the spaces,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just like, and especially if they're really fucked up, you're like, whew, that was not restful.
No, it's like, I'm not going to be able to forget that for a minute. That's going to linger in there.
Mm-hmm. I used to have night terrors when I was a kid for various and sundry reasons. Of course, with the paranormal experiences, it is no wonder. And so, youngest kid and I were talking about this the other day. When you go through life and you do have paranormal experiences, somehow it lessens the desire to watch some of these horror movies. Really does.
Because the fantasy of it, the excitement of it has worn off, and it
Yeah.
has just been like, yeah, no, I'm done with that shit.
Mm-hmm. Because when you've seen the reality, it's just like, yeah, no.
When you see the reality, it flips your paradigm. And,
It does.
and it shakes you to your core.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, no, I don't want to fuck with these. I don't want to
Mm-hmm.
entertain even the thought of these right now.
Yeah. It's just, like I said, it loses the novelty.
Yeah.
But with the geomagnetic storms and stuff, and it's like brain glitches. And everybody has been having technical issues, lots.
Yeah, what is up with that? Like, is that just part of it? Like
I don't
the
know.
solar flares and shit?
I have no idea. But it's like, when I'm sitting there watching Markiplier play something about a supermarket or whatever his store, I don't know why.
Yeah, and I got a doll with 2 hands.
and was just sitting
2
there
different hands.
sort of in a stupor. And the colors that he's got to be messing with people. There's nobody that could be that bad with color design and store layout and all that stuff.
Some of his shit,
He's got to be trolling everybody.
That's what it... I've came to that conclusion a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's just like, dude.
Yeah.
You're playing this shit out.
He's got to be.
Far.
But for me to be sitting there just in a stupor, staring, watching this, and sitting there going, screaming about, you can't put that there.
Listen, I got a doll with 2 left hands today.
Mm-hmm.
That set the bar real high for 2025 for me. So, and brain glitches and all that. Whoever fucked up a kid robot, I want that hand.
I don't know. People that have been live streaming have had problems with either the computers or OBS or different things like that. So it's been widespread. And these are people that are very tech savvy.
Yeah. But that's like the people that have to run websites and stuff like that. It's like, what happened there?
Yeah.
What happened there?
So I don't know if that's part of this solar storm type thing. It was most interesting that before midnight there on New Year's Eve, that the Capitol had a lightning strike. The Washington Monument had a lightning strike. And the Empire State Building had a lightning strike.
That is like just crazy.
That's God firing warning shots. And it may be more than just warning shots.
I'm wondering why, like, if it was a warning shot, why would it have hit Elon's, like, Tesla car?
Honey, that had nothing to do with that. That's what I was trying to... That was a totally different event. Somebody had there was a Cybertruck, a Tesla Cybertruck, in front of a Trump building in Las Vegas, and that the Cybertruck had mysteriously caught fire, which that was warning to Elon and Trump.
Okay.
That had nothing to do with the lightning strikes.
See, what I heard, and you looked at me like I was stupid or crazy, because that's what I thought it was. I thought lightning had hit the thing.
No, that was somebody that was just like the whatever that happened at the New Year's event there in New Orleans. We were listening to a news program, and they said that the protective barriers that are usually there every time that they have an event like that they were not there.
So it was expected, full on expected.
Uh-huh. And it's one of those that, you've got people that are waking up to different things that have been going on for a very long time.
Yeah.
And it can be a very rude awakening for a lot of people.
Oh, yeah.
And from what I had understood today, it was a matter of this year is identifying problems so that they can be fixed. Because these problems are huge. Mm-hmm. And it's not something that one man by himself can fix. These are God-sized problems. It's going to be God in however way that he decides to do this to correct them. But it's a matter of fighting back against the forces of darkness. Mm-hmm. It's like a David Allen Coe song. You got to serve somebody. It may be the devil or it may be the Lord, but you're going to serve somebody.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Coffee slurping. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because when in doubt. Mm-hmm. And that there are people that are just absolutely so deceived, and that you can tell them, it's like, look, you're not thinking quite right about this. Let's look at this from a different angle. Mm-hmm. And they'll double down.
Yeah. It's like Patrick. Multiple versions of Patrick.
Mm-hmm.
From SpongeBob.
Mm-hmm. A lot of times, yes.
Like, it's that dangerous type of stupid.
Yes. It certainly is. So, situational awareness, and this is where, especially if you're one of these that lives in a large urban area or anything like that, situational awareness.
Yeah.
Every minute.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we've been warning people about that for a while.
You've been telling that to me for 25 years.
Mm-hmm.
Situational awareness.
Absolutely. If you're in a store or whatever it is, know who is around you. I mean, the training that I've had helped with that.
See, that's sad that you gotta be like that now. Because at one point, you could actually go into a store and just, relax and not worry.
That was the 80s. Seriously.
Yeah. Yeah.
You didn't have to worry about any of that. And, yeah. And I had circumstances in my life that it's like, oh my God, I have been totally unaware for many, many years. So I understand as far as the rude awakening. But it's better to have the awakening than get swept away in some of these things that's going on.
That is true. That is very true.
Like I said, that martial arts training, the best way to avoid a punch, don't be there.
Just been staying in our lane.
Yeah. Because this has been going on with us for about a year as far as just the desire to go out and do things like we used to.
Well, I still want to go out and do stuff once in a while, but as far as just actually going into a store once in a while now, no. I more so just want to drive around and that's it.
Well, that's, yeah. I mean, it's just gotten crazy. It really has.
Yeah.
And humor, to continue to laugh, even as far as the 404, to sit there and go, my God, I have sat here for an hour and a half watching Markiplier play Supermarket.
Yeah. Give your brain a break. Yeah.
That was not the way. I'm going to give my brain a break. It didn't. It triggered the Virgo bits. I'm going, God, don't put that there.
Well, that's when you watch Gab instead.
Well, I should.
Yeah.
I should.
Now, seriously, you want a relaxing time? Markiplier is not the one to watch for a relaxing time.
No, you're right. But where I have worked retail and stuff like that, and it's like, oh, God, don't do that.
Yeah.
It's like, that's silly. Don't put that there.
But the 404, it's affecting shipping, quality control, everything. YouTubers.
Yeah.
Doll with 2 left hands.
It's crazy.
$50. 2 left hands.
I tried not to say too much because that was one. I've got to where I have this very strange thing that I do, and I have noticed Alex Jones does the same thing, which kind of frightens me. But it's like when it's just beyond words. All you can do, it's like you just rub your face. I don't know why that is a thing, but it is a thing.
What are you talking about that is beyond words and specific?
Anything. It's just,
It's true.
it just, yeah.
That's true.
Final thoughts.
I want that right hand. I want that right hand. Listen, I can't say much. My brain's been on the fritz for a minute now.
Yeah.
Along with everybody else's.
Yeah.
It's not much brain capacity that we hold at the moment, or at least that I hold at the moment. It's...
And the cats. Oh, my God,
I got the
cats.
capacity to fold and put stuff in the dryer.
Well, that's good.
And that's it.
That's fine.
And I think and to stand there and smoke cigarettes while like a foot in front of the TV.
Okay.
That's the capacity that I got.
Okay. Well, hey, you're being productive. You're getting things done. So just roll with it as best you can right now.
That moon is not. It's not doing right.
He's making a paper mache moon. If you're wondering, he comes out with the random, and it's just like there's times I can interpret the random, and then there's times I'm like, what?
Because it's 2 separate lanes that we ride in most of the time.
Yes, because
Seriously.
I have Stratera.
Well, it's not just that. It's two separate brain waves entirely sometimes, too. It's 'cause
Yes.
we just think of two totally different things.
Yeah. Yeah, that does happen. It's interesting. Most of the time, it can be on the same wavelength.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just like, God love her, my mother and I, as far as if you'll notice, and it was like when we had our New Year's celebration, when she couldn't think of the word, it was just for me to fill in that gap. And I've always done that. That was where the psychic abilities came in handy.
Y'all, well, yeah.
Yeah, but well, see, she's a Leo with a Libra
Y'all both do
rising
that to
also.
each other.
Yeah.
And it causes friction.
It can cause friction. I mean, when she is truly buffering, that's when it is appreciated for somebody to step in and go, yeah, it was like the previous cup. I couldn't think of the word liminal or whatever it was. I couldn't think of the word. You know, that would have been helpful if somebody could have went, oh, you're thinking of this word.
Well,
You know, and it's all right. But what she does,
liminal.
it's like
Liminal.
trying to do the mind reading thing with me. And it's like, no, she's always wrong about that. So, everybody just be kind and patient with yourselves and each other.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just you.
No, it's not just you.
And sometimes that can be a comforting thing.
Yeah.
A bit of
Honestly, I think that
validation.
it's a comforting thing. It's like, okay, I'm not the only one going through this shit. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Or to get a message that you've been told months ago and then somebody come up and say the same thing and it's like, all right, there's my validation.
Mm-hmm. It takes a minute sometimes.
Yeah. So, you want to tell them where we can be found?
Liminal.
Yeah. The back rooms.
Back rooms.
Ooh.
You can
The
find,
hum of the fluorescent bulbs.
find us at Werlanda's Cup of Coffee with Scream on places like BitChute, Rumble, and YouTube. Also check her out on X, previously known as Twitter, Werlanda, COCWS.
And his X account is there in the description box.
It's all one word. Oh, it's that alien. Oh,
I tried to get him
that alien.
to make a TikTok video about the doll, the $50 doll that's defective.
I mean, the doll's 6 years old at this point.
It was in a box.
And still on their website, but that doesn't mean that they have parts floating around.
It should have been made correctly in a box in a warehouse waiting for somebody to order it. That's like I said, that was just quality control issues right there.
Yeah, factory defects happen.
Like I said, for something to cost that much, $50 is a lot of money in our world.
Wouldn't it be awesome? Now, this is highly unlikely. It's like, hey, I have a doll with 2 left hands. Can you just send me another right hand? And instead, they send me a whole nother doll.
They should. They really should. It's not like that's, you know, like you said, it's 6 years old. It wasn't a large selling item to begin with.
No. Although, if anyone has one of those lavender-haired
Yeah.
ones or black-haired
So
ones.
Anyhow.
What?
As far as the form, and it's like I have expressed that, but you like them, and that's all that matters. You just
Because for me, it's just a fun thing. I don't take it that.
it's not that deep.
don't
I
look
get
at
it.
that
I
deep.
get it. That's the reason I just said over here out of my mouth shut about that. I do. Because it's something you enjoy. It's not hurting anything.
Although, if you want
me.
to raise a fuss about it on TikTok or
I don't tick or
X for yourself, if you want to do that on those
No, but
platforms, you can go right ahead. I don't mind.
No.
It's
just one of those that's sort of beating a dead horse on some of these things, that those are lanes that people have picked.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, it's not something that I feel that adamantly about. It's like I'm old school as far as like Camille Paglia and different peoples like that from years ago. It's just I try to avoid controversy here on our little podling pirate ship. That's what it is, because there's enough out there.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know how cartoons have exaggerated features all the time? It's no different in my eyes than a cartoon.
I get it. I do. And like I said, it's not hurting nothing. So, yeah, I just sit up here. It doesn't matter. It's at least it's not the Ouija board hanging on the wall. That I got upset about.
Yeah.
You found out why.
I'm not going to do that shit again.
Yeah.
I'm not going to.
Yeah.
I'm not going to play with that stuff
It's
anymore.
portals.
Yeah.
Don't bring portals in your home. Know that you are loved. Treat other people the way that you would like to be treated. And Lord willing, we'll see you on the next cup.
Yep, yep, yep.
Bye.